How's it going, gang? Chris Card's back through the mail Monday. Hope everyone had a great weekend out there, and we are off to the races here. Charlotte, North Carolina, the first of 5 returns for this week. Very excited to find out who we have behind envelope number 1. We've got an index card that says thank you. Reggie letter with a smiley face. We've got John Candelaria. All right. Look at that signature. Beautiful 1984 Topps card signed there by the Candyman. 19 years in the Bigs, 12 with the Pirates. World Series champion with the Bucks in 1979. All-Star in 1977. The only year he was an All-Star. 1977 was his best year. Went 20-5. Look at that 87 Topps card. Tiffany. Signed, inscribed with no-hitter. Looks like NH, which was August 9th. 1976, kind of a sloppy inscription, but I'll take it. And for my set cards, I always try to get an inscription on one of them, just so it's not a plain Jane signature. But his plain Jane signature looks really good. The dual card with Frank Tanana looks awesome. Now this guy is $15 a pop, so do the math there, $60 for those 4 cards. Got 3 of my set cards done. I got my dual signed as well, just for kicks, and it looks great. Awesome from the Candyman. 1977 went 20-5 with a 2.34 ERA and finished 5th in the Cy Young voting to Steve Carlton, who went 23-10, had a higher ERA, but more complete games, more strikeouts. Perhaps that had a lot to do with the voting that year. But there you guys go. Don't forget, $15 a card, and he will sign them up for you. Very cool first return of the day from the Candyman. Let's move on to return number 2. St. Louis, Missouri for the second return of the day. Let's rip into this bad boy, see who we have. And we've got a few cards in here. We've got Iron Mike Tyson. All right. Iron Mike, the baseball version of Mike Tyson there. Drafted in the 3rd round by the Cardinals in 1970. Played 10 years. 8 of those with the Cards, 2 of those with the Cubs. And nice signature there. There's a 74 Topps set card signed, as well as some miscellaneous others as well. Got the 78 card in there as well. Usually try to get a 78 signed as well, just my birth year. I figured some people collect their birth years, and I TTM my birth year whenever I come across some 78 Topps cards. Pretty weak set, pretty cheap set. I guess I could buy the whole thing and do it, but it's hard enough putting together 4 sets. Let's just stick with what I got. Nice return from Mike Tyson. Not much of a hitter, really good fielder, really good infielder. He played 8 years with the Cards, traded to the Cubs for Donnie Moore towards the end of his career. Wiki Donnie Moore, kids. That'll keep you up at night. And there you have it, guys. Mike Tyson, return numero 2. Let's move on to return number 3. This envelope is marked with Syracuse, New York, home of the Orangemen. Let's see who we have for our 3rd return. We've got a signed index card. Looks like Frankpino. Frankpino, a lefty specialist, out of the pen. Racked up a few saves early on in his career, but after that, not many at all. 87 Topps Tiffany signed there very nicely in blue. He's got a pretty cool looking signature. There's a Stadium Club card. 84 Topps for the set. And his rookie card, along with Chuck Porter and Marshall Edwards. Chuck Porter is gettable. Marshall Edwards will be a little bit tougher, but we'll try anyway. Pretty good little lefty out of the pen was Frank DePino. Much like Mike Tyson, he was also traded to the Cubs for Davey Lopes after putting in his stint with the Astros. He was the winning pitcher of the first ever Cubs night game at Wrigley Field on August 9th, 1988, 8/9/88. Yes, that was 12 years to the day when the Candyman pitched his no-hitter. So a little bit of synchronicity there between our 1st and 3rd returns. Really handled Tony Gwynn well. Gwynn was of all the pitchers he faced, DePino had his number 1 for 20 with 3 walks against DePino. So how about that? Let's move on to return number 4. All right, gang, this return from North Texas, Texas. Looks like we've got MLB debut on the back here. Looks like he was practicing his inscription. Hopefully he inscribed it. Usually try to get a few of these guys to inscribe something. And if they don't have a very eventful career, I usually try to get their debut inscribed. So let's see who we've got here from Texas. He was using my return envelope to practice something. We'll find out here. Bill Fahey. Signed my bright orange index card. And there it is, MLB debut. All right, inscribed there from Mr. Bill Fahey. Very nice. Those little yellow envelopes, there you go, right there. You can see, same handwriting. Those little yellow envelopes, little sticky notes. When they do send them back to me, I usually put them in with the binder, with the cards. Just sort of a historical reference to the inscription, the request, and all that stuff. Why not? This little piece of paper fits in there just fine. 74 Topps card signed. No other card signed from my set. Didn't make it to 84, but very nice. 11 years in the bigs. First round draft pick in 1970 of the Washington Senators. Spent 6 of those 11 years with the Texas Rangers, 3 of those with the Tigers, and 2 with the Padres. After his playing career, went on to manage in the Tiger Farm System under Roger Craig. And when Roger Craig became the manager of the Giants, he brought Bill Fahey along. He was a coach in the Giants, on the Giants' big team, MLB team, from 86 to 91. Had a nice little run there with Roger Craig. So there you have it, guys. Bill Fahey, awesome return from him. Let's move on to our final return of the day. All right, gang. North Texas, our final return. Let's see who is going to be in this envelope. We've got Reggie Cleveland, 78 Topps. There it is. 78 Topps signed by Cleveland. 74 Topps hopefully signed. Yes, the traded card and his base card from that year. I do have the traded set along with the 74 set I'm trying to get signed. Might as well kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Now, Bill is not... Bill Fahey. Reggie Cleveland is not free. He's $2 a card, so this cost me $6. And if you don't send the money, he will send you a little index card saying, hey, it's $2 per card. So this ain't one of those guys where you're going to be telling me, hey, Chris, I got this one for free, because he is pretty hardcore about it. So $2 per card. Not bad. Got my set card signed by him. 13-year career, 5 with the Cards, 5 with the Red Sox. In fact, he was all over that 1975 World Series. 3 appearances, 1 start, 2 relief appearances in that series for the Sox, which, of course, they ended up losing. 1986 Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame. Who knew there was a Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame? But he was there in 1986. 1971, he was the National League Rookie of the Year pitcher for the Sporting News. So there you go. He was a pitching coach for the Blue Jays in the 90s. He's got 5 kids. One of his sons, Jonathan, who was adopted, is an Olympic medalist for the Canadian national team. Bronze medal in 92, perhaps, in swimming. So there you guys go. Reggie Cleveland to round it out. Hope everyone liked these returns. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below. Hit that subscribe button. We do this every single week. We would love to have you along for the ride. Go check out my video from last Friday, putting the 42 cards of the 84 Topps set into my binder, complete with where I got the cards and if there was any sort of cost associated with them. Pretty fun to fill that up. Got a few more cards in this week's video. Now, the cards I put in there last week on Friday were basically from my TTMs over the last 3 or 4 years. So that was a lot of cards. I've been only hitting that set hard over the last year or so. So went back through all of my old boxes from 2018, 2019, 2020, and pulled out all the 84 Topps. Now I pulled out all the 87 Topps cards, so I'll be doing 87 Topps this Friday. I'll be putting about 10, 15 cards in there and showing you the progress on that set. And those videos I'll keep doing every Friday. I'll alternate between the 74, 84, 87, and 89 Upper Deck sets until I have no more content, have no more cards to put in there. But hopefully, I've been hitting that 74 Topps set pretty hard because a lot of those guys have been dying, unfortunately, over the last few months, in fact. So I've been picking up a few of the guys on eBay. A lot of those guys did TTM, so I was able to pick up some cards on eBay for a fairly reasonable price. But there's a few guys on there that are going to be tough to get now that they are no longer around. So that is what it is. That it is what it is. So that's why I'm kind of concentrating on the 74 Topps set now. And when I do the 74 Topps set in a couple weeks on a Friday video, I will show you some of the tips and tricks I use when I'm looking these guys up and getting some information and how I organize everything, which I'm pretty happy with. I think it's pretty cool. So if any of you guys are into set collecting or are looking to get into it, I've got some organizational habits that you might want to adapt or check out. Sorry for the hum in the background. I normally turn my fan off when I'm recording and opening up envelopes and stuff, but it is so hot up here upstairs. Much cooler downstairs, but I'm not doing the videos downstairs. I'm doing them upstairs, so pretty hot. Sorry for the hum. I usually have it completely silent in here, but I couldn't take it halfway through the video. I'm like, I gotta turn the fan on. So hope you guys are staying cool out there. Baseball is frustrating. Dodgers and Mets. What are you gonna do? It is what it is. So let's go Mets. Thanks for watching, guys, and see ya.